It's Week 10 of the National Football League.
And we'll see the dynamic Michael Penix Jr.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Falcons and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500. That's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here now, Younghoe Koo to get us started. And off we go from Charlotte. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
And it's a positive start, a gain of 5 to get things going. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Ready. Set, cut.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Young. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
It's not so much that he was able to throw for over 400 yards in last week's game, Mike, but it's the fact that he made it look so easy. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like they were just up and down the field with very little resistance. And he doesn't necessarily have to repeat that type of production this week, but it certainly wouldn't hurt their chances of winning if he's somehow able to do so.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Akers. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Third and 2, and Penix going up top. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Atlanta. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards.
Ready.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, Young. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go.
Now Young. A throw there, caught by Leggett. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Set. Go. Hut.
Back to throw. Young. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ready. Set.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Set. Cut.
Young going to give it to Brooks. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. 2nd down and 8.
Set. Ready.
To throw is Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
Ready. Cut.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The motion man is Sanders.
Ready.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Penix. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Penix. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons extend their advantage to 14-3. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession.
Here we go.
The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And a up and down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
Here's Young. That's complete to McLeod. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw is Young. He's going to tuck it and go. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
38. Set.
They send him right out of the slot.
Set.
Young to throw on 1st down. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Set. Set. Go. Hut. Hut.
Now Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up.
Set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Throwing is Young. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Let's go.
Here's Akers. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
He's got the first down and more than that. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selection, gets the sack there. Plant, it's Penix. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains, so 3rd down is not.
And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack. So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. And as we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's 2nd best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. The motion man is Johnson. On 1st down is Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Set.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Set. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
Come on, set.
Young. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ready. Hut,
We have
go.
a tight end motioning left here.
Set, go.
On 2nd down, Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. taken at the 19. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 44. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for this with Algier. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Algier. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down. We're going to go play action with Penix. In trouble, and down he goes.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Hut, hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Quick throw, taken in. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Down. Black swap. Blue check.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
Set hut. Check white. Smith red.
Another try with Brooks. And he'll get about 5.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Set, hut.
Receiver in motion. Going right.
Set.
Out of the shotgun. Young. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
10 cycles.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Panthers
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Ready up. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield.
Cheetah.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. We'll go play action now with Penix. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Young. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Ready.
To throw is Young. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
Complete to Ray McLeod. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hut.
Here's Young. He'll get this out to his running back. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Ready.
To throw, Young. This one caught just past the pylon. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The extra point, up and good. And the Panthers are back within 4. It is 14-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, Penix. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, faking the give. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. 2 touchdowns there for Cordero Patterson. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Jaden Daniels, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Traylon Burks, a touchdown reception. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
He's got it at the 3. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Young. to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Panthers. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Akers. Up the sideline at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Finding room across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he'll get 4 on this one, down inside the 40-yard line now. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. The mark says 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Finding room to the 20, and he'll be taken down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and, man, he is gone.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up.
Roughing the passer, defense. That penalty is declined.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers off.
On the double.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
52 blaster. Set.
To throw is Young. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll put a receiver in motion right.
Hut, hut.
Young to throw on first down. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Down.
At the 47-yard line.
Young. That'll be caught by McLeod. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
Set, hut.
Here's Young. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, Penix. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's vertical.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Motion man sent right. On first and 10, here's Young. There's that man again. Another catch. Second down and 8.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Opposite. Green. Switch. Yellow.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, here's Brooks.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
97. Let's go now.
On first down is Young. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Set. Set. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Come on, set. Hut, go.
The motion man is Johnson.
Hut, hut.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
Set, hut. Ready,
They
ready.
send a receiver in motion left. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return.
Ready.
They run out of the gun with Brooks. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game?
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Carolina. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And he'll be brought down right around. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards. They'll throw on first down with Penix. He's going to try it here again. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
second and 6.
Shot,
At the
17.
30-yard line.
Check pink. Yellow, Lonnie, black swap.
Give inside, it's Brooks. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
At the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third
Down.
and 3.
Set.
From the gun, it's Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
They run over center with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away. On 3rd down, Penix. He finds Goodwin. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one good for 26 yards. Now Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a second look. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with.
After review of the play.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field.
Set, hut, ready.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
On the set.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go. Set, hut.
To throw is Young. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2.
Go, set. Set.
A toss, and here's Brooks. And this will be a Panthers 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Ready, break.
That's good for a Carolina
Set, ready.
Panther. 1st and 10 at the
Blue check.
41-yard line.
Now Young. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive back.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
By Jamal Adams. A loss of 5 on the play. It's 3rd and 15.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd
Go
down.
now.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Set. Set, go.
They'll go. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Here's Akers. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll run here with Akers. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 2nd down, Young. Open man downfield is Leggett. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Okay, ready?
He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check pink, yellow, lining.
They'll run. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Blue, check. Check white.
To throw, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Down. Hut, hut.
To throw is Young. He's got it inside the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's 1st down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's into the hands of Akers. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Akers. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout, 2 seconds remaining in the game. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to win the game. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.